So, I want you guys to imagine this. Get your set of dream wheels, make them look nice, make them fit well. Project's going pretty well, I'd say. And of course, projects being projects, you will at some point do things here and there even when you think it's done. Maybe small, maybe big, you never know. You always come up with something. Some time goes by, you're enjoying the build, and of course, you do eventually run into a hiccup or two and maybe lose a little bit of motivation for your build. Let me set the stage for you. It's a bright afternoon, very sunny, and you get a text from your best friend. You're like, hey, a guy wants to trade my set of BMW throwing stars for a fantastic rebuilt, refinished, powder-coated set of BBS RFs. No brainer, you think, right? Well, throwing stars have tires on them. The RFs do not have tires on them. So, what do? I was like, I want you to get those wheels. My car's not driving at the moment. It's how you could say a jack stand queen at the moment. And I'll let you borrow my Futuras. Car's not moving at the moment, so I don't see why not. So we get the Futuras on the car, raise the car a little bit. We go to LA, we do the trade, all is well. However, all of that can change in just half an hour. A couple days go by, and a friend of mine is at college when he hears that there's a fire that started just near his house, over the hill, basically. And in 12 hours' time, that fire had grown to roughly 20,000 acres in the area. Unfortunately, his house was a victim of that fire and everything was lost, including my Futuras, his new BBS RFs, his E34, and of course, all of his belongings. So, what do you do when you're in a situation like that?
Well, you do the only normal sane thing you can do, I guess. And, well, you just go ahead and buy another set. Not what I was planning to do, but I miraculously found this set in Germany. And they were in decent enough shape. I had already restored one of them. Had some curb rash here and there, but the lips were already polished. The faces are, not my taste. They're painted in something like a individual, more metallic. Kind of matches the car, but not my taste. I guess everyone else thinks otherwise, but not my taste. We'll see. I'm open to give them a shot, but they're not in the best shape, so I think the faces do need to be powder coated anyway. But for us today, we're going to be restoring the set, at least the lips. You got some curb rash that I need to take care of, need to be lightly repolished, and they'll be gleaming and shining like this one. So let's get cracking.
Yeah, this shit is wicked on these mean streets. None of my friends speak. We all trying to win, but then again, maybe it's for the best though. Cause when they seeing too much, you know they trying to get you touched. Whoever said illegal was the easy way out couldn't understand the mechanics and the workings of the underworld. Granted, 9 to 5 is how you survive. I ain't trying to survive, I'm trying to live it to the limit and love it alive. Life ills, poison my body, and used to say fuck my skills. I never prayed to God, I prayed to God. That's right, it's wicked, that's life. I live it, ain't asking for forgiveness for my sins. Ends, I break bread with the lay hands, picking their brains for angles and all the evils that the game will do. It gets dangerous, money and power is changing us, and now we're lethal, infected with the evils. God, I wonder, can you save me? Illuminati on my mind, soul, my body. God, I wonder, can you save me? Secret society, trying to keep me on. God, I wonder, can you save me? Illuminati on my mind, soul, my body. God, I wonder, can you save me? I can't die. Yeah. We used to fight for building blocks, now we fight for blocks with builders that make a killing. The closest of friends when we first started, but grew apart as the money grew, and soon grew black-hearted. Thinking back when we first learned to use rubbers, he never learned, so in turn I'm kidnapping his baby's mother. My hand around the collar, feet in the cheese. She said the taste of dollars was shitty, so I fed her 50s. About his whereabouts, I wasn't convinced. I kept feeding her money till her shit started to make sense. Who could ever foresee? We used to stay up all night at slumber parties. Now I'm trying to rock his bitch to sleep. All the years we were real close. Now I see his fears through her tears. No, she wishing we were still close. Don't cry, it is the beat. In time, I take away your miseries and make it mine. The evening.
Still gone, I wonder can you save me? Gone, I wonder can you save me? Still gone, I wonder can you save me? Gone, I wonder can you save me? I can't die.
All right, we got 2 done and 2 left to go. But already so far, I mean, man, you can just see the difference in the shine, the gleam of the lips, right? Looks really good. Looks really, really good. And here was that curb rash, right? Obviously, it's not perfect. I didn't want to take too much material out of the lip, just in case I make it unbalanced or something. But, you know, I think for a DIY Dremel slash, you know, hand sanding job, I think that's pretty perfect. My last set wasn't exactly perfect either, so I'm pretty okay with that, especially considering that these are going to be on a daily driver. I say daily driver. I treat this car as a daily driver when it works. But yeah, they're perfect. They're pretty suitable. The faces, we'll see. I don't know. I'll throw them on the car, see if they look good. Maybe they'll grow on me. I don't know. But you can see I also swapped the chrome rings from my old set of caps. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of the carbon rings. I know these are a little dulled and they can be restored, sanded, and clear coated, but I don't want that. I like the chrome rings. The chrome rings really suit these super well. Well, as we can see, they do fit behind the big brakes. They clear no problem. And they look awesome spinning behind the big brakes. But the color, we'll see. I need to think about it. It is a pretty close match, and it's, I don't know. I'm just so iffy on paint matched faces. It's just such an odd thing to me, but I did get the spacer sizing perfect. The fronts do need a small spacer. The rears only needed a 5mm just to clear the shock. So yeah, it's not bad. We got 2 Futuras down, 2 to go. They look pretty nice, actually. All right, let's get cracking.
Smoke a Buddha through righteous steps, deep like the shining. Sparkle like a diamond, sneaker Uzi on the island. And my army jacket lining hit the earth like a comet invasion. Nazis like the Afrocentric Asian, half man, half amazing. Cause in my physical, I can express through song. Delete stress like Motrin, then extend strong. I drink my wet with Medusa, give her shotguns in hell. From the split that I lived in hell, it ain't hard to tell. Place your loot up, parties I shoot up. Nas I analyze, drop a jewel. Inhale from the L, school of fool kick a skill like Shaquille holds a bill. Vocabulary spills, I'm ill, plasmatic. I freak beat, slam it like Iron Sheik. Jam like a tech with correct techniques. So analyze me, surprise me, but can't magnetize me. Scanning while you're planning ways to sabotage me. I'll leave them froze like heroin in your nose. Nas a rock well, it ain't hard to tell. It's what your frame of mind is chosen. I leave your brain stimulated. Niggas is frozen. Speak with criminal slang. Begin like a violin. End like Leviathan is deep. Well, let me try again. Wisdom be leaking out my grapefruit true. I dominate break loops. Giving mics ministry cycles. Streets disciple. I rock beats that's mega trifle. And groove even smoother than moves by Villanova. You're still a soldier. I'm like Sly Stone and Cobra. Packing like a roster in the weed spot. Vocals and squeeze Glocks. MCs eavesdrop. Though they need not to sneak. My poetry's deep. I never fell. Nas's rap should be locked in a cell. It ain't hard to tell.